So Xander, we're here at Vantage at the moment, Telstra Vantage.
Yep.
Been here for the last 3 days.
Yep.
Now, Telstra Vantage is a huge deal. 1,000 people are here.
Yep.
And it's been pretty exciting to hang around and have a look at some of this latest technology and latest focus from Telstra.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've had some really good keynote speeches from some people, and we've talked to a lot of really great Telstra executives, and just been sort of brought more into the loop. And yeah, it's been very exciting.
Yeah, and I think that's really good. You're right, the executives that we've been able to speak to from Telstra, it's good to hear their vision, and these aren't necessarily things that they're going out and talking to the share market about. It's just get an idea of how they think about the whole future of our connected world, and that's been the real focus for the conference, hasn't it, about that whole connected world.
Yeah, absolutely. Things like 5G and IoT and being able to put the customer at the centre of everything, so something that we're already quite good at doing at Axis. Telstra's, I guess, coming on board a lot more with that, and really putting their money where their mouth is as far as the new plans and being able to actually just make that connected home and live in that connected world. So,
and you mentioned 5G there. There was a fair bit of focus on 5G. I think every speaker that spoke somewhere in their talk, they talked about 5G.
Pretty much.
So it is a big focus, but it's a huge advantage that Telstra has at the moment because they're the only carrier that has 5G.
Absolutely.
Now, we haven't got 5G in Dubbo yet, but they certainly did talk about some of the plans they've got to actually roll out 5G across a whole range of areas across the nation. And hopefully it's not that far down the track before we'll see it. But you can see that even though people aren't crying out for 5G at the moment, from what we've seen over the last 3 days, you can see that people, once 5G is available, they'll really jump onto it.
Absolutely. They said Australia are one of the earliest adopters of new technology, and obviously being a big country, being able to look at that remote data, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I mean, there's applications that we haven't even thought of yet that are obviously still coming down the pipe, and new phones launching that all obviously under NDA, so we can't talk about yet. But just being able to bring a mid-tier price point 5G phone to our customers that don't specifically need an S10 5G or a Note 10 is going to be amazing to just get out and provide for them.
Yeah. And of course, you've got a 5G phone at the moment.
I do.
And you've only been able to use that at 4G in Dubbo.
Yeah.
So you've been using it here at the conference, and you've been getting some speeds. What sort of speeds?
Like 690, I think, was the download speed. I managed to crack 5 gigs just doing speed tests just to see how quick it was. So it was amazing. Yeah, really quick, which is great. And amazing ping. So what we did, 12?
I think we even got down to 11 at one stage there in a ping time. Yeah.
And your other phone,
which shall remain nameless,
we're still sitting around 28 or so.
Yeah, the ping time certainly were nowhere near as impressive as 5G. And look, 5G, we do talk a lot about speed with 5G, but it is that latency, the ping time you get out of 5G. And we've just had a good look at one of the cars. They're doing some great testing actually in Victoria with their whole Towards Zero campaign to try and get the road toll towards zero.
Yep.
And so one of the cars that we've seen set up here, it basically communicates with traffic lights, communicates with other vehicles on the road, and it's really a trial, a pilot they're running at the moment, but you can really see that being of great significance when you start to get more and more vehicles on the road doing that. But again, you don't want to have a long time between your car communicating. For one example they gave is if a car in front of you, somewhere in front of you, has an emergency braking situation, that gets communicated to all cars around in a common protocol so that other cars know that there's an emergency braking situation occurring. I better start slowing down or alert the driver. Now, you don't want a slow ping time for that to happen because by the time you get the message, you might have already been run up the back of someone.
Yeah, but 15 millisecond difference is going to be all the difference between you actually stopping or you ending up in an accident. So, the amount of our rural customers that we have and being able to make that a lot safer when they are on the road. I know you do a fair few Ks, I do a fair few Ks. Having some of that automated driving and being able to, you're always switched on as much as possible, but just having that extra level of safety, especially in the car with the kids, I absolutely can't wait for that stuff to be a reality.
No, well, it's been a good conference. Again, 3 days here, Telstra Vantage. It's something that's normally only for very large organisations, so it's glad to see we got an invite along to this one. Last year we got the invite for the first time, and again we've come down again this year, so it's great to see that. And you get a picture of that big long-term planning from Telstra, and some of the vendors that we've seen through here, just some of the ideas we've got to translate some of those. Some of those are designed for much larger businesses than our customers, but I think there's some ideas that we'll pull out of those. We'll go back and assess it once we get back into Dubbo and really look at how we can apply some of this learning from here to day-to-day for our clients in Dubbo.
Absolutely, there's definitely some scalable stuff that I can't wait to get back and start playing with.
Yeah, good. Right, thanks for coming along.
Thank you.